They told me I'll make it far. They told me I'll make it far. They told me I'll make it far. I'm just trapping out the car. I need 100 grand large. I'll make it far. I'm just trapping out the car.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of Fresh Bar Sports Show. I'm Jabari Harris. I'm your host and the proprietor. And on this episode, waiting for a special guest to tap in, but you see I'm rocking that Juju Watkins. Yeah, she to go already. Just had to support her. I'll just let y'all know. But she tap in with Juju Watkins out there for USC Trojan. She doing her thing. She's a GOAT already. She's a problem. Nobody can stop her. All due respect to Angel Reese and everything like that. And other great other great female basketball players. Juju balling, ain't nobody got nothing on her. So make sure y'all tap in with Juju balling. I appreciate everybody coming in on the show. Waiting for my special guest to get his audio situated. But if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube page. Let's run the YouTube page up. If y'all haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube page. Can you please run up the YouTube page, subscribe, tell a friend about the show. Also my audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Sorry, here we go. Some technical difficulties with the video. Having problems connecting to. Try this again. Something wrong with connection. Bear with us. Appreciate everybody's patience. Yeah, I'm trying to not be on here too long. We got the Lakers game coming on tonight, so we're gonna get ready to watch that. I don't know why his video not joining. Bear with us for a second. But gotta talk about the Monday Night Football slated games. Talk about matter of fact, while I got some time waiting for the video to get logged on here. Lakers lose to the Mavericks yesterday. I kind of expected it after winning the in-season tournament championships. I kind of figured we was going to lay an egg yesterday, following up, and let alone obviously we got a back-to-back game, and we playing again tonight. So of course LeBron, he needs to sit out. And that was kind of last minute, but should have figured something was going to be expected. But Anthony Davis, he's expected to play. Jokic. I said Jokic. Luka Doncic, he had 33 points, 17 assists, 6 rebounds, straight balling on him. But Anthony Davis, he had 37 points, go along with 11 rebounds. So the 40 and 20 that he had the other night, and he comes back with 37, 11. I could live with that. I could live with that. I can't even knock the performance. We lost by 2. We try to keep it close. It was no Kyrie. Kyrie Irving didn't play, so that's why I figured that was a game that we needed to get. Obviously, we had LeBron James and Anthony Davis play. I don't know what's going on with his connection. Pardon me. So that had me a little upset, a little frustrated. And trying to bounce back tonight because we definitely can't. We can't lose to the Texas. We can't lose to the Spurs. They on a 17-game losing streak. Oh yeah, I don't know this guy, man. I'm okay. He done switched something up on me. He's coming in on a different profile, so I don't know why this is not coming up. Looking for his. See if this is it. Appreciate everybody. I don't know. I don't have no requests. I don't know why this is not popping up. Appreciate everybody's patience. This is kind of putting me on a little setback because I'm trying to. This is putting me on a setback because I'm trying to get this video started. I don't know. Why is not? Let me try this again. What the heck? Why he can't just come to the video? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why this is not working. I'm gonna just probably have to do this some other time. Something wrong with his connection, so I'm gonna just go ahead and just do the show without him. I got some stuff I need to get off and address. So hey, what the heck? I don't know. Something wrong with this profile not letting him join the live video. So I appreciate everybody's patience, but hey, while I got it, I already talked about the Lakers loss yesterday to the Mavericks. Lakers plays to the Spurs. We gotta get the game with the Spurs. Also, LSU, Jaden Daniels, the quarterback, he wins the Heisman. I didn't get to address that. I was going to talk to him about that, but I actually, when I was Mondays with Q, I was kind of feeling like it might have went to the Washington quarterback, but Jaden Daniels, obviously, because his team didn't make the college football playoffs or whatever like that. That's what I was figuring. But they deemed him to be worthy of the Heisman Trophy winner. So congratulations to him with that. Also, Draymond Green, Usage, Nurkic, the punching, slapping him in his face, the knocking him in his face, the crazy move. We know he's going to get suspended. You understand Draymond's going? He's going to get suspended for this. Ain't no question he ain't going to get suspended for this because he's a repeated offender that keep doing this multiple times, and then the fact that they keep kind of let you go with a couple games here and there. Ain't no way, like people saying 10 games or more. I don't see. It might be 15 games, closer to 20, 15 to 20 games. I kind of feel like because he's doing egregious things to the fullest, to say the least. And like he apologized. We understand he apologized. He said it was an accident. He didn't mean to do it. We understand. You apologize, but you a repeated offender, and you just got suspended 5 games a month ago. You know, last month you got suspended 5 games. Now a month later you having another incident. You see where this is going? So Draymond Green, and then Usage talking about that Draymond Green need to get help, which is it is true. Like, because obviously, evidently, he can't control himself to be doing stuff like that. And I like Draymond. I definitely like Draymond to the fullest. I mean, he could play with me, but he isn't. I'm trying to see if I can get this guy's profile to come back up on here, but it's not working. So pardon me. But yeah, Draymond Green, his game is diminishing. He's getting older. And then the simple fact that they not going to be tolerating that no more. They just not. The league, and then obviously the Warriors, because he's not as effective out there, to say the least. The Warriors is losing. They haven't. The Warriors is losing. They having a bad season so far. They kind of did start though pretty good, but things ain't things. Send a request so you can join the video. Things ain't looking good. So that's why it looked like Draymond Green might be moving on. But to where? What team is going to tolerate that? What team is going to want to have that on his platform? I mean, not on his platform, but around his young players that he's going to be around. We see if we get his video to come on. Bear with us. I appreciate everybody's patient, but no teams is going to want to be having Draymond Green around his locker room. The Warriors, they got a lot of questions. Steve Kerr, his contract, obviously Steph Curry, they make sure he's solidified. Ain't got to worry about that. But they're going in a whole totally different direction. So hopefully I'll get my guests to come on here, and then I'll address the things with him. There you go. We got it situated, man. I don't know what's going to technical difficulties, and I'm already in the
bro.
video and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
bro.
You told me
Apologize.
I appreciate you, but
I was trying to get it off the other profile, but it's
I was already on here, and I can't go to like add a profile and stuff, but I'm sending it to you. You could have just popped on the live. That's what I'm like. My profile ain't private. You could have all you had to do was just pop on the the live video.
You know what it was? You had two, and I went to the other one, but now I went on this one, so I added it on that one.
Yeah, because I'm just like, because people, we had a little, always wait for you to come on. I'm like, I could have just added them on the video because they were on, but when it goes in, we like the ad to who's watching or whatever, or I was even sending the request. But hey, we got it here. We good, man. Appreciate you doing this. We making it work. I got that Juju Watkins on. You know what I mean? Juju be balling. You know what I mean? She'd go already. She'd go already.
I see, she doing her thing.
Yeah, she doing her thing. That's why. Yeah, she doing her thing. So I had to support. I said I support her. I like, all due respect to all the ladies out there, but yeah, she different. She definitely different.
Nah, she really is, bro. Her game is just crazy right now. She legit looking like the LeBron of you know what I mean, like the next LeBron of the WNBA for real.
Better than LeBron because she's scoring them 30s easily. Man, it's like that. I was in the middle of the Draymond Green spiel. I know you call it, a little telling of how I was feeling.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's with Draymond Green not knocking out, but hitting usage on Nurkic yesterday in the face with the welling of the arms. I was saying a suspension 15 to 20 games is definitely coming down the pipe. Just because a boatload of the boatload of offenses on top of the fact they was meeting about it, like Adam Silver, the commissioner of the league, in the meeting discussing this earlier in the day. Obviously, the news hasn't been breaking on the suspension yet, but Adam Silver is going to be heavily involved with this, and I guess they're trying to figure out they got to send a message or whatever the case may be, send Draymond Green down for, not necessarily for John Morant 25 games, but 15 to 25 around that range. I'm kind of thinking another 5-10 games that it hurts, but I don't think it's as effective.
Absolutely. Like, nah, to be honest with you, I agree. Like, so all right, looking at it from two different perspectives, right? I'm a baller myself. So looking at it from like, and I know you a baller too. So looking at it from like a hooper's perspective, from like on the court, all right. I like rugged play. I just don't like when people get too crazy. You feel me? Like, because I come from an era of basketball where we pretty much was rough. It was rough house. It was a lot of rough house play. So it was a lot more accepted then.
Mm-hmm.
I realized we're in a different age of basketball, and the rough housing isn't really. It's just not the same. You know what I mean? It's not accepted as it used to be. But even with the rough housing, you know what I mean? You have your limits, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There's always a line you don't want to cross.
Yeah.
At times it happens, I'm pretty sure we've all probably gotten into a scruffle here and there on our own personal, time hooping. But it's like I said, there's levels to it. That there's a line, and you never really want to play basketball with someone is common for crossing that line.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
exactly.
That's like that. It's like kind of like it's always like that one person that you grew up hooping with that you already know he like to throw elbows.
Yeah.
You already know every time he go for a basket, he gonna throw elbows or he gonna do some extra stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So, from a hooper's perspective, like I said, I don't mind the rough play, but as far as what he did last night, I'm not going for that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, no.
I like Draymond,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess part of it is kind of liking the roughhousing, but at the same time, there's only certain things that you can't like look over. You know what I mean? Look past.
Exactly.
And turning around, swinging on the dude is like, I, okay, from looking at it, he probably didn't hit him. I mean, he didn't elbow him in the face. He hit
Nah,
him in
but
the
he
face.
definitely like got the hand to the face, to the
Yeah,
side of the face. Hand was definitely side of the face,
yeah,
lower side of the face. It was on your face.
So
It
it
was on
could
the
have
side of
been
the face. It was
knuckles.
it was
So
hand to the
he
face.
could have got him with some knuckles then too. You know what I'm saying?
It was hand to the
So
face.
so it's like part of me looks at it like he ain't hit him that hard, but he still hit him.
I mean,
So
but exactly. Who to decipher all that? But then it's like you ain't need to do all that. So now we got like, what's going on here?
exactly. Because it would have made more sense, right? If he would have swung his arm and hit him without turning around. Like
Yeah,
he did
exactly.
the whole
Yeah, exactly.
360.
Because it's like you saw it.
Yo, bro, it looked like a
The
boxing
peripheral. You
punch
see it at the
almost.
and you was already turning around. You saw it. Like I just know you got the IQ and you seeing at the peripheral. You
He
saw it.
says
You know
he
what I'm
says it's
saying?
not. He says it wasn't intentional, but it looked
You
like
wanted to
super
hit him, not
intentional.
necessarily in the face, like Shaq. Yeah,
But what
I'm
I'm
turning
trying to
around
do,
with the
but
elbow.
it's like,
No, I'm
how
not
can you
trying to
say
necessarily
that?
hit you in your face or knock you out, but I'm turning around with this elbow, and hey,
What
I'm
was he
taking you out with
expecting
it.
to hit? Like, what was he expecting to hit? Like, he talking about he wasn't expecting to hit him in the face. All
Yeah,
right, bro, but like, where was you expect? Okay, where did you think his body was that you wasn't gonna hit him in the face? He
and
was
he was swinging
grabbing
up.
you.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like he's
I
gonna
mean,
have to
I
explain it.
like Draymond. Like, he a real one. Obviously, he gotta. I mean, he ain't. He trying to minimize his suspension. He knows it's coming, so he gotta,
Absolutely, absolutely. I don't blame
apologize.
you for that because
Got
you
to do the
got to play
apology and all
damage
that.
control. Yeah, you got to play damage control after
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
something like that.
But
You
he
know what I
definitely
mean?
he wanted to do that.
Especially
All this
nah,
stuff that
for real,
Draymond be doing is definitely intentional. Ain't no question. And
for
especially
real.
like, come on, man. Like, cause all this stuff that he do, hitting people, kicking the people, he clearly is looking at them.
Yeah,
And
bro.
he's
Yeah,
supposed
bro.
to have this great. I see what
What do they say that in court? It's pre what is it?
premeditated.
Meditated.
Yeah.
So he's definitely I'm pretty sure that it's meditated like when you know you're gonna do it.
Yeah, he know he's gonna do it. Because
Yeah.
the, you don't you may not necessarily know what you're gonna do. I'm gonna do something the moment I can. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And and listen, as like, playing ball, I know doing that, but you still, like you say, the not to cross certain lines. You know what I mean? Like, okay,
Certain
yeah, I'm
things
gonna
is
get this
gonna
back some way,
lead.
somehow within the game flow.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? But not necessarily crossing the line, you know what I mean?
So you really
Like
think you're gonna just turn around and swing on somebody and hit
that.
them? It
And
don't
nobody
even
would.
matter if you don't hit them. It don't matter if you hit them with with the softest part of your arm.
Yeah,
The fact that you did that, it's just gonna look like you was trying to incite a fight type.
exactly. And
And
on
then
top of it,
after just doing what you just did,
a
bro,
month
it's
ago,
like a month ago, bro, 4 weeks. Like, yo, bro, you ain't even go
jumped
4
up Rudy
weeks.
Gobert, and I was cool with that. And I was
Yeah,
cool with that.
man.
That was definitely
Yeah,
coming on the
man.
defense of your teammate.
Yeah,
Regard,
man.
because I had, different perspectives
And
on
what's
here. Yeah.
crazy is out of those 4 weeks, let's remember now, he was suspended.
Yeah.
So they gave him 5 games. So out of those 4 weeks, how many weeks were he suspended? Because then technically he was only on the court for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't following exactly what like
Me
the time
neither.
frame of, I mean, obviously it was split out into 2 weeks, but whether it was 10 days, 11 days, or whatever, I wasn't, following to the T like that. But yeah, but obviously it was. I mean, but the games is the games. I mean, like obviously it wasn't okay for 2 weeks. So it was so 5 games. So that's kind of, what I
Nah,
mean
for
to me.
real. So that's what I'm
But
saying. Like those 5 games could have been like a week, maybe like a week or two, So
yeah,
if he misses those 2, if like out of those 4 weeks that this just happened from the old incident, if 2 of those weeks you were suspended, then that means you just came back and like a
yeah.
week ago. You just literally came back to play
I mean,
ball.
but
You only been
he's for it. He's with it. So I mean,
yeah, man.
it ain't
Yeah, man.
surprising to me, but at all when the stuff happens. But it's just like, oh nah, you set it your ways like, and then obviously you're on your way out the door anyway. Like, you gonna keep doing this.
You know what I think it really is, bro? Okay. I mean, as far as him wilding, he wilding.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I guess I meant to say was I feel like what's not helping him is the fact that he's not helping himself. As far as like he's not, like you said earlier, damage control.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
not actually playing good damage control at all. Like
yeah,
like after doing something like that, you gotta really. It's like he's too prideful.
yeah,
It's like
exactly.
something
That's
inside
not
of
in him.
him
That's
wants
not
to
in
just
him.
be like,
What? That's what I'm saying. What he gave you yesterday, that was a step up from everything else. And he even said,
yeah,
"I don't normally
yeah,
apologize because I made to do those things. I
yeah.
ain't mean to hit him in his face."
Yeah. It was so hilarious too, bro, because it's like, okay, it's like he tried really hard
Yeah,
to be fake about it,
yeah.
but the
To be
pride in
himself.
him
Yeah, yeah.
wouldn't hold it in all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like he just had to let it in. Like, now I don't be apologizing,
Yeah.
but I really didn't mean. I apologize to Nurkic.
Mm.
I really didn't mean to hit him. You know what I'm saying? So what he really needs a publicist. Like he really needs someone to tell him what
He
to
ain't
say
listening to
and
none of
what
that.
not to say in these type of situations,
Yeah.
so that it can kind of help him a little bit. Because I feel like the NBA is only going to be more upset with him based off of how he responds to it. Like it only makes it worse. You know what I mean? Like he could have got another 5 games maybe had he would have just responded in a more mature way, because he already knew like okay, so basically like we just said, he just had an incident 4 weeks ago where he got
Yeah.
5 games.
Exactly.
Wouldn't you think after that you would kind of like, okay, you made you got an accident, another accident. Well, this one actually more of an accident. That was on purpose. Like
Yeah.
choking
Exactly.
somebody out.
Yeah.
What he
Exactly.
did that
Exactly.
time, that wasn't
Exactly.
no accident. But
Yeah.
so
Exactly. Exactly.
this one, let's say this one's an accident.
Yeah.
You want to be like, all right, look, listen, I know I just came back. I know I just got suspended. I know I did some me stuff like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
right here, this was just basketball. You know what I mean? Like this was just me in the heat of the moment playing ball. You know what I'm saying? He was grabbing me up. I
Mm-hmm.
kind of lost it a little bit. I was trying to sell the car.
Yeah. Yeah. And he be. I mean, but a lot of players flop. So I mean, the flop, I don't like it, but I mean, a lot of players flop. So I mean,
He
they
gonna
all
have to
flop.
start
So
flopping now. He gonna have to, because he's all burnt out of the whole everything else. He can't throw hands no more, because if he throws his hands and hit somebody,
yeah.
he's the one getting it.
So now you got to fall down, like you saying he
Yeah,
don't like
you
to
gonna
fall
have,
down. So
if you want
he
the
rubs his arm.
cause.
But you got to fall down and you're gonna be like, oh man, I don't want to keep falling down doing all
Yeah.
this stuff. He getting older and stuff, so he don't want to. And I
He gonna
understand
have
it,
to
but
be a flopper now. He gonna
yeah,
exactly what he didn't want to be, or what he didn't want to do, is what he's gonna have to do now if he even wants to get a call, because now he's a target. If he doesn't like, if he don't keep his hands off people, like at least over aggressively like usually does,
mm-hmm.
and doesn't like lay off, they're going to be, he a target now. He got to understand he's a real life target. Like, bro, you can't even be guarding the way that you really want to guard now, because they're going to be so on you that as soon as you touch them, if you even look like you fouled them, they'll probably call the foul now.
Nah, flagrant. Yeah,
Yeah.
tech, whatever. They get him
And
out of
if
the
you
game.
say
You know what I
something
mean?
back, tech. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like now you can't even argue with the refs
Oh
no
yeah,
more.
I think they go. I think that they're going to that the meeting is about all that. The commissioners had a meeting this morning about it, this afternoon.
So you
they
the
already got their
commissioner.
mind made up what they gonna do. They just
So
informing.
so you the commissioner. You the commissioner. How many games you giving Draymond? Or what
I mean,
would be the
I
punishment?
like Draymond personal, so you know what I mean. I like Draymond personally. I'm biased, you know what I mean. I would have to take this situation. You know what I mean. I'm biased. I would just to treat the situation as an isolated situation. I will give it them lower in the, you know what I mean, the 15 games. I'll give them the 15 games. I just suspended them 5 games for that, and I gave you a pass on that. I just gave you a pass. The doubling up, I'm not. Come on, man. It's kind of like the John Moran situation. We're gonna get to that. Like that don't the doubling that up, that 5, and for you to come back so quickly a month later, a la John Moran, a month later come back that little thing that we did the first time, and it wasn't suffice enough. And just because it was so little, 1 to 2 or 5 to 10, it's so little. We gotta come back a little stronger. We're gonna 3 times that thing. We're gonna 3 times that thing and make it 15. See if that holds a little different weight to it. You know what I'm saying?
That sound about right, man. I mean, I didn't even think 15. I thought maybe
We,
like 10.
when you do the mistake so quickly
But
after another mistake,
that
come
made a
on,
lot
man.
of sense.
Okay, at least give it a little time. Okay, he tried to do a little bit good behavior for a couple months there, but he got another again. Maybe we could be a little lenient. It's too fresh. You still ain't let what I say at the end of the show. Let that thing let it cook, let it marinate, let it bubble up. That thing's still marinating. That thing ain't even bubble up yet
You
from
ain't
the last
marinate
month.
nothing, bro.
We still digesting that.
Yeah, man. He took it out the pack. He took the chicken out the pack and started cooking. He ain't even
and
clean
now
it.
and now
He
this
ain't
is
do
making
nothing. You know what I
media
mean?
rounds again. Not this incident.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna come to the point where I'm okay. I'm curious to see after the smoke settles, he comes back. What's it gonna be like now? Because you right about everything you were
Oh yeah, I
saying.
was about to
In
say
my opinion,
all
Golden
that.
State should have just traded him last season. Like, okay, let me ask you a quick question real fast. Do you think it was a mistake to trade Jordan Poole and keep Draymond?
Oh hell no, Jordan. You see the excuse my French. You see the shit show they doing out there, and like him and Kuzma, them two no good to be together. And I got love for Kuzma for what he brought to. See Kuzma, he the type of person. He not necessarily a leader himself, so he gonna confine to his environment. Okay, before LeBron got here, we just the young boys running the muck out here, just everybody out getting us out of LA, going for itself. No leaders just doing whatever. LeBron coming, falling into place, know what it take, out there playing defense, getting rebounds, double-digit rebounds, getting your points when needed. He ain't averaging no double rebounds over here in Wizard. Not even thinking about rebounding over there. He got over there, Jordan. He already know the situation before Jordan Poole. Now you got Jordan Poole over there because he's getting paid the most. He feel like it's his show. Obviously, he already stated these things already. You know what made it social media rounds.
Yeah.
And now it's everybody for self. And I'll be looking at the stat sheet because I wish my eye, unless my Lakers is playing them, I wish my eyes would lay foot on them. That clown show. That's a clown show. I wish my eyes would lay, lay on them unless my Lakers playing them. These guys' stat sheets is the same. They shoot this. Oh, you shooting? I'm shooting. They shoot. It's like they competing with each other. They average the same points. They shooting the same shots. It's just like they ain't trying to let the one of each other one up them. And they both only in the 20s. And they both be having bad games. You know what I'm saying? So
It's horrible over there, bro. Like Washington, and it's been horrible for a while. So it's like, but that's why I say like, okay, but now look at Golden State though. They
no.
falling apart.
But do you know how I go?
They
If
falling
that
apart
guy
right
is
now.
as
Like,
talented as Jordan Poole is, even though he's streaky and consistent, if you that talented, it could be, you know what I mean? If they feel like, okay, even though you're streaky, but they feel like, okay, he could be helpful to us. If you that talented as Jordan Poole is, and you a good person, you humble, you a good guy, you one of their guys to be around, he would be there. Draymond be out. Regardless of Draymond Green's action with the bros, with the teams, with the
I
fellas,
mean,
whether
you
Steve
don't
Kerr
feel
don't
that
like it or not, the
you don't
fellas
feel
don't got a
that
problem with
Draymond's
him.
relationship though played a huge role in because it's like one of those things where it's like, yo, this been my man for forever. I grew up with this man. I won battles
Nobody
with this
came.
man. Now you got the new kid coming around the block,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And then the reason I asked you that question was kind of because of now look at Golden State. They're falling apart right now. They under
Yeah,
500.
but that wouldn't even Jordan Poole ain't no savior.
Draymond, but look. Okay, I agree with you. Jordan Poole has no success in Washington. It's falling apart over there. But if realistically, it's falling apart for the both of them. Golden State
Yeah.
fell apart without Jordan Poole, and Jordan Poole fell apart without Golden State. But now let's take a look at Golden State for 1 second. You know, Steph, Clay, Draymond, the big three for Golden State. Look how it's playing out. Yeah. We know Steph, and Steph. Nothing going wrong with Steph. If anything, Steph is literally laying it out on the line every game.
That's good.
Just so they can be in the game.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson has had a humongous fall off.
Exactly. And it got to be the injuries. That's it. It's just the injuries.
And he hasn't, like you said, he hasn't been right since the injuries.
Yeah.
And now Draymond, you know, he's not a high scorer. He's great defensively, but the thing is, okay, Draymond, in order for Draymond to be effective, he has to be on the floor. You know what I'm saying? If Draymond's not on the floor, then he really serves no purpose on the team because he's not a high scorer. It's not like he's going to come in with the second unit and, you know what I mean, like on some Chris Paul or some James Harden type back in OKC.
And not for $25 million a year. You know, I don't want my player on the bench doing stuff like that.
So I say this to say, do you think it was kind of a mistake to give up on Jordan Poole over Draymond? Because
Jordan Poole, you
that Klay Thompson isn't that top scorer that he was anymore. Do you think that Steph would have at least some better help with Jordan?
Jordan Poole, the type of person, he would have probably got Steph Curry out of character, or maybe Klay Thompson first and Steph Curry the last. Steph Curry was getting on him and frustrated with him in public on the sideline during games, chastising him in public during games. So what he doing in private? See, when you doing stuff like that in private, the shaking the head, the talking to the young fella, put him in his place, you frustrated bullying. I know you got some curse words and stuff going on for him behind the scenes and being a little more direct. And if not Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, somebody, Draymond, you know, this season, they would have clashed. Jordan Poole would have probably said something slick at the mouth, talking like he got more money than Klay and Steph, and he don't. Talking like he got more rings than them, and he don't. Talking like he got more clout than them than he don't, all because he want to spend $500,000 on a date with Ice Spice, and she ain't thinking about him. He thinking he's somebody. Child, please go sit down somewhere, man. You know what I mean? Klay Thompson, he got money in Asia. He known it. He got the lanes, you know, all that stuff. He worldwide and stuff like that. You're known as the guy who spent $500,000 on a date with Ice Spice and doing a clown show in the Wizards. Nobody really cared what you did in Golden State. You only know for the guy that Draymond Green got knocked out for. You see the three things you really known for Jordan Poole, and you not like that anyways. You could say because Draymond Green was there, but whatever. But you was getting clamped up all playoff long last year. I mean, you not like that enough.
He definitely had a decline last year
for them to send Draymond Green away. Which is
sure. He definitely had a decline last year. I would say, okay, so minus the Jordan Poole of last year. If Jordan Poole was hooping like the year before that, like the Jordan Poole that won the championship, if he was still balling like that, would you keep him?
Yeah, but no. Nobody comes out other than
because I know what you're saying. Like, team chemistry is important. Like, besides the fact that they didn't like him.
Because I'm having a conversation with the leaders, like these great ones do. We're gonna get the input from our best players. Yeah, that's what we doing. That's what we do. So we're gonna get the input. They're gonna give me the breakdown reasons, and they're gonna tell me stuff that we don't know about. I'm talking like the owners, like the stuff that, man, just the coaches and the players know, because, man, Steph Curry was you know what I mean, was ready to go ahead the other day because he just keeps running the muck up out here. You know what I mean? Just things of that nature. He talking to Klay Thompson crazy a couple of times. You know, whatever the case may be. Nobody
gonna have to
came up to defend him. You see what I'm saying? Nobody came up and came to bat for him. And like, Draymond Green was wrong for that. Like, Jordan Poole was a good guy. He ain't deserved none of that. He ain't deserved none of that. It was we ain't gonna say nothing because we know he deserved that. Whatever he said, it might have been a linger. See, that's right there, it boiled on. You was going on about it for days, months, or whatever the case may be, and today was the enough day for it to go to those extents. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, don't push nobody and thinking nobody gonna do nothing. See, that's your problem with the new generation.
So, quick question then: would you ball with somebody? Okay, like in basketball terms, right? Like, let's say you in the NBA. Would you ball with somebody that is an issue? Like, okay, would you ball with somebody that you personally don't like, can't stand, but this person is a hooper? Like you, okay, would you win a champion if you knew that you could win a championship with this one person? And I'm saying you knew you could win, like y'all, like you could win a championship with this person. Would you ball with them for, would you do it? Like, would you play a whole season with somebody that you couldn't stand personally to win a championship?
Well, that answer would depends on how the conversation go, because I'm the direct person. We gonna know where we stand at with me, and everybody knows that. Like, it ain't no, I don't do the
Nah, but
BS.
I'm saying
I'm just saying I'm gonna be
in
direct.
team
We gonna
sports,
know if we can get
but that's the thing though. In team sports, there's a lot of times where you
But I'm
really don't
saying
have a choice.
the off season before the season starts, whatever the case may be, we get an off season. We get before the season starts. We gonna know it beforehand if we can do this or not, because we gonna have the real conversation. We gonna see if we can coexist or somebody. It ain't gonna work.
All right. But what
You
I'm
know what I'm saying?
saying
Like,
is,
is this going? That's
nah,
just me.
because you
Because
trying to
like I
do
said, you
it
got an off season,
politically.
all that stuff at the end of the season. We
You
gonna
trying to
know if this is
sauce it
gonna work
up,
or not.
man. I want to know for real. If okay, you can't stand this person. Okay.
I mean, I
I don't
can, but
know who you personally
if
in
he
your life
listen,
don't like
I
or who
can,
you hate.
I
But
can,
whoever you hate in this life,
I can.
would you play ball with them for a championship for a whole season?
Listen, I can, but whether I like you or not, there's plenty of brothers and good friends of mine that know. And so whether I like you or not, if you ain't gonna be putting the effort out there on the court, I don't want you on the team. Period. You know what I mean? So if you got a little disdain for me, and you ain't gonna be putting that effort and fighting for the loose balls and blocking out. You heard what I said? Block by boxing out and everything. You know what I mean? Doing
If they
the
are, you
defense.
can do it then. But if they are, so
Yeah,
if
I
they
can,
putting it all on
depending
the
on.
line,
Yeah.
if they putting it all on
So
the
you telling
line,
me that this guy's gonna be matching my effort out there, matching my intensity, matching everything I'm doing out there? Bring him on.
absolutely.
We have we have 5 players like that. We go undefeated. You heard what I said? We got 5 of
Okay.
me out there on the court. We
Okay,
going
so with
undefeated.
that mentality, that's why I asked the question I asked.
Yeah.
Why you don't think that it would have been better to keep Jordan Poole,
He
even if
don't
he
have.
couldn't?
So you mean it? Come on, man, stop that. He don't play the defense. That's one. So you don't have the mentality.
I
You
agree.
don't play the deep. You don't play the defense, and you just want to score out there. You only you have a ceiling to me.
Yeah.
You will never be in nobody's great conversation. He a good scorer. He a great scorer. That's it. You if you don't want to play defense and you just want to be a scoring the ball, he a great scorer. He a good scorer. You will never be in no great. This ain't no NFL. You ain't getting subbed out, my guy. You gotta play the other side, and you know what I mean too. And I'm not saying for you to be a lockdown defender. You know what I mean? But Shaq wasn't necessarily a lockdown defender, but he gonna get them blocks in. You gonna think twice for coming to paint because you want to deal with him. You get him out there at the perimeter. Okay, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So just things of that nature. Like, I just need, regardless if I like you or not, that's not the issue. Are you gonna give me this consistent effort that I'm putting into this or not?
Yeah.
If you are,
That was
it's gonna be
always my
perfectly
issue
fine.
with team sports, bro. That
And we
was
don't got
always
it
the
too
issue,
afterwards.
man.
I just know when it comes to practice, because we need that practice to carry over the game day. I need that best version of you every single day, because I'm giving you my best version out there, especially on the basketball court. Everybody know how I get down with that. So that's my thing. Like I said, like, and obviously I play with plenty of friends that I got love for, and no, they was not helping me win. And I was letting them know about it. So, but it's all love. We hanging out, chilling afterwards. But now I don't want you on my team, and you gotta step it up, our man. Like, come on, man. You got to get it together. You know what I'm saying?
So now I ask you this then. With everything you just finished saying, how do you think Steph Curry feels about Draymond right now? Because, like, you got to think, like, they're losing games without him on the floor. Like
Nah,
they're
but
what, two and
I think
five? They're
Steph
like
Curry
two
is.
and five without him.
I think Steph Curry's a condescending and got the IQ and a very intelligent person to know if you think Draymond Green is the problem why they lose it or not making a good run, you're not paying attention to the words. Because all due respect, I got love for Clay. He ain't the same no more. And I'm not saying he just fell off a cliff or his IQ fell up. He had the torn Achilles and the MCL, ACL, all that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, his leg messed up. You know what I'm saying? He ain't moving the same. We understand that. Unless he gonna be treated as just a spot up shooter and just that. We know he's trying to be a little more than that. We understand that.
How do you
He got an
think
issue
that
with
Steph?
Clay. I know he got.
How do you think that Steph feels about Clay? Like, how do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, yeah. I mean, he got love for Clay, but it's
And
obviously
I don't mean, I don't mean like personally. Like we
no. That's
all
what I'm saying. He
know
got love for Clay,
personally
but
they're
obviously
really
he ain't.
close.
He
But
ain't
I just
the
mean
same no
like
more.
being as a hooper, like you said, I
Yeah,
want to hoop with the guys that's gonna give me everything. I want
yeah.
to hoop with the guys that got it too. Like, cause it's
Mm-hmm.
not enough for you to just give me your full effort. Like,
But that's why
you
they
can
want to
have
go
the
down
most
with.
trashiest. You can have the most trashiest guy on the court playing that can't play ball for nothing, and he can give you all his effort.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That shit ain't gonna get you nowhere.
yeah. Oh
Excuse
yeah,
my language.
of course. Yeah, yeah.
So
And that's the.
so
That's
it
the.
has to be a mixture of you having talent and
Mm,
you giving it all you
yeah,
got,
yeah, yeah.
right?
And that's the
So
crossroads where they find themselves at. But
so
I,
right now with this decline, how you feel Steph feels about that? Like how that's what I'm saying. Like how do you think Steph feels about Draymond and Clay? Because it seems like Steph has to do all the work right now. And it's
yeah,
like
but I don't think Drake.
that would make sense
I don't
when
think
you
Steph.
have like rookies and all that.
Yeah.
But it's like when you got championship, when you got guys that was with you, when you got like, you know, arguably, I mean, Clay is arguably one of the best shooters in NBA history. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand, people get older. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
know that they're not getting any younger. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I know to an extent they're going through a bit of a physical decline. You know what I'm saying? And performance decline, but not enough to really be playing the way that they're playing, in my opinion. So I say this is like being like Steph. Like if you were Steph and you out there, because Steph is pretty much like LeBron. Like these are guys that people expect to win.
Hmm.
These are guys that people expect to be in the playoffs. These are guys that people expect to be to have to go through to get to deeper rounds in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like these are guys that were considered threats. When you think of Steph and you think of LeBron, you thinking like, oh, I gotta bring my A game today.
Yeah. Yeah. Question. Ain't no question.
But it's like even LeBron. I mean, both of them. Like LeBron's been going through the same thing for years now with the Lakers. Like he needs help, and he
Hmm.
hasn't been getting the proper help. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Steph
Because
and LeBron is literally in the same situation right now. Steph wasn't going through it like LeBron was, but now he is.
hmm.
So I say this. That's why I say it's like, how do you think he feels as a hooper? Like, but not personally to these guys,
Yeah.
but as
Yeah.
a
I mean, of
hooper,
course. I
how
mean,
you
he's
think he
frustrated.
feels?
Yeah, you want to win, but I don't think because it involves Clay and Draymond, you could just say okay, because they you could take like I guess the emotional aspect out of it. Obviously, Jordan Poole and everybody else, but no, I do like from Steph, he can't help but be emotional about it because if you're saying if it's just strictly basketball, take your emotions out of it. Okay, get them guys off the team. Clearly, if it's just that, but it ain't when it comes to those those two. Obviously, we for clear reasons, it's not that simple. You know what I mean? That's how I know he feels about it. Because obviously Steph Curry got the pull to be like, yo, go ahead and make that trade. We need help. These guys out here for first 2 years, for 3 or 4 younger guys. But no, that Steph Curry, I don't think he's going to try to go out like that. That's my personal opinion. I believe that they all three do believe. We came in together, we going out together, type of deal. That's how I do believe. We obviously can get the Chris Paul or whatever young other piece or whomever to add maybe some pay cuts come into play, whatever the case. But I
So
don't
you
see
so so
anything
you think
happening.
he's just gonna go down with the ship? Like you don't think You don't think like him being like the star of the team and the leader of the team, it's like you said, he has the power to make those moves. Like if he personally wanted to play with better players, or at the very least, I wouldn't say want to play better players because obviously he does, but I mean like if he wanted to, like I'm gonna just stop beating around the bush. If he wanted to get rid of Draymond and Clay, he probably would have already done it. I mean, I'm anxious to see.
That's good.
I'm anxious to see what this year is gonna bring because now you see, I don't feel like he has a problem with Draymond. Now the problem with Draymond is his antics. He doesn't have a problem with him performance wise, like he has a problem with Clay performance wise.
Yeah.
He more has a problem with Draymond antics wise because you see it kind of, I mean, listen, two different type of upsets. He may be upset with Clay because he's not the same player he was anymore. But that level of upsetness you can kind of fall back from because it's like, all right, I understand why he's the way he is. I mean, he can try the most he can to try to be a better shooter, but if them buckets ain't going in the hoop, you're not becoming a better shooter. It's just the reality of it. But now, when you're purposely taking yourself away from the team, when you're literally stirring up issues and things on the court on the team, like for instance, if you're locked in the zone, right, and like let's say Steph is locked in the zone, he's out there shooting crazy right now. They're on a lead, they're on a run and everything, and then that happens where he go out on the floor and choke somebody out. That throws your rhythm off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Or
know.
or he goes and
Just
elbows
the way
someone.
you said Steph Curry out there shooting threes and then he goes and chokes somebody out. Yeah,
Because I wasn't watching
that
the
throw everybody's
game when it
rhythm off.
happened, so I couldn't tell you what was really going on just before he choked him out. But I'm just saying, hypothetically, let's just say that Steph was going crazy and he was in a
Yeah.
crazy rhythm. When you feeling it, you hot, you just want to keep dropping them, and then out of nowhere, somebody fouls Clay and he come running down the court choking up Rudy Gobert. It's like, and now you stop the game for like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm cold. Like I'm not as hot. I'm not feeling as hot as I just
Also,
was. You
y'all
feel
my
me?
rhythm. Yeah. Yep.
The
Y'all my
rhythm,
rhythm.
we might have been on a run together. We might have been able to really like do our thing, and then out of nowhere you went and just killed it. So
Yeah. Ain't no question.
so you feel what I'm saying? It's like, and then now look at you. Now I gotta play games without you when I really need you, all
Yes,
because
exactly. But
you
like I said,
turned around and swung
they
at somebody, bro. When
they
you
was
didn't have
already
to
struggling.
do
You know what I mean? They
that.
was already struggling. You know what I mean? As it is, and obviously all these stuff ain't but just
So
making a
so
chance
I
for them to definitely be in a playing game. They
yeah,
definitely
bro.
playing in the
So I
playing game
feel like Steph has to be upset with Draymond to an extent. As a
to an
hooper,
extent. Yeah.
he got to be upset with him to be on a situation where it's like, yo, you know what, bro? Listen, like this is business because this is a business. Like, yo, we get paid to do this. I want to win. You know what I mean? I want to win rings. I'm sure they on legacy time, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. They got a strong legacy as it is already, but it's like, it's not over till it's over. And like, I'm not the type to think that Steph is a settler. He may be quiet. He may be, you know, complacent to an extent
Exactly.
or unconfrontational, but he's not a loser to me. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like I know, because I'm a competitor. So looking at it, I can see a competitor when I see one, and I
Yeah.
can see the competitors. I can see his competitive face, and when I look in his eyes, and I
Exactly.
know he can't stand to lose. So he's just better at showing it than I am. So you know
Exactly.
what I mean? So
I feel you.
it's like I know this is killing him. This has to be killing him as the competitor he is. And then you got to think it's like all your superiors are all your opponents are rising. Like look at LeBron right now. LeBron 38, you know what I mean, dropping 24, 30 a game,
Yeah, balling.
going crazy. going crazy. He just won the in-season tournament, which I know we're gonna
in-season
get
tournament,
to.
MVP, all that, yeah.
So it's like you watching LeBron excel, you watching the Lakers. Look, Anthony Davis just dropped to 41. So it's like, damn, it's like you watching Anthony Davis, you watching the Lakers help out LeBron now. Finally,
he followed that up with 37 last night. That was shocker. You know, he went
big shot.
40. He liable to go to 15 or 13 or something like that.
It's looking
he followed
good
that up with
for him.
37.
It's looking good for him. So I'm like, like looking at Steph is like, damn, Steph on the outside looking in right now, watching all these guys hoop. And know it's gonna get, the West gonna get stronger now. Ja's coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to go there. Quick, Ja Morant. He comes back the 12th. The 19th of December. TNT game against the Pelicans. Where you at with that? I mean, they're done. The season's over. They're 6-16. They're 6-16. Their season was over before it even started. Once you knew Ja Morant was suspended for the 25 games, ain't no way they making a playing game. So maybe they just build a chemistry and some cohesiveness and some momentum to carry over to the next season. Don't all y'all Ja Morant fans, y'all smoking something if y'all think they making the playoffs in the West this year. Stop it. They 6-16.
You don't think
he ain't
Ja
turning it around like that.
Ja could you don't think Ja could stir the morale? Like, okay, just having Ja on the court, you don't think it could just stir them up so much to the point where they just go on a crazy run?
They gotta win 10 straight games to go on 500. That's just to go 500. They gotta win 10 straight.
It's not impossible. I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
But it's not impossible.
All things is impossible. But this ain't happening. The possibilities is great. But like I said, once the 25 games suspension got announced, we already knew the season was over and done with. Anybody that really know basketball know what's going on, pay attention to the NBA, what's going on and how other teams is performing out there, especially in the West. You just made it a nice slot for other teams to come in and take over, such as those. I know the Wolves was in there last year, but OKC, the young boys out there doing their thing. Obviously, we haven't got to talk about all the top teams, but Sacramento Kings, obviously the Warriors came out to the struggles. They'll be fighting for a playing seed, all this, that, and the third. Rockets got a better record than.
It's definitely a lot of stiff competition
they got a
in the
decent
West,
record,
man.
things of that nature.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of stiff competition in the West to think that you could go 10 straight games. So I feel what you're saying.
And you're not even in play. You still not even in playoff position. You just trying to get 500 so you could. All right, now we can start getting to build. You know what I mean? To try to fight for playoff position.
That's crazy. You know what I just noticed, bro? Ja missed the whole in-season tournament. Like the first in-season
25 games. That thing it was purposely done. They only played 22 games. They only played 22 games. Their record 6-16. He still got missed 4 more games.
I did not think about that at all. Like that's
I think the Lakers played about
that he just missed out.
But it's not just them because if you're out of the in-season tournament, then you just you have all those days off. Like if you're not, as teams get eliminated, or you see when it was even the semifinal rounds, it was only 4 teams playing, so everybody else is off all those days in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure. But I feel like it'd be good for the league. It'll be good for Memphis. And, it's good for the fans. We excited. We can't wait to see Ja back on the court. It's good for the game, bro. Like, because I got to be honest with you. Like, Memphis, they non-existent without Ja. Like, ain't it crazy how
nobody worry about them.
When Ja on the court, it's Memphis this, Memphis that, Memphis.
All
Sports Center,
Sports
Center even mentions Memphis.
Nah.
With Ja not on the court, bro, Memphis went back to being non-existent. Like I'm talking about
Vancouver Grizzlies.
Yeah, like we talking about you would have thought, you killed that. You would have thought they was back in Canada. That's how non-existent
they were back to the Vancouver Grizzlies. You know
that's crazy. That's crazy. So it's
come on, man. We go back. This basketball. We go back like that. You know what I mean?
So now, what do you think is going to happen now, moving forward? Like, do you think Ja got his stuff together? Do you think that he can finally? Do you think that he's mature enough to because the thing is like he's still young. He's still a young man. obviously he did the whole, gun thing.
Yeah, he was in the court on Monday talking about self-defense on the team. Come on, man. You there with your goons and security and your crib screaming self-defense? Stop it.
Absolutely.
Yo, man.
So
Yo. That lawyer need to eat him up. Cause, really? You got
yeah,
all the
man.
security in the world right there. Your goons and all, and you're placing you self-defense, you feel threatened? Stop it.
He
Should be
tried.
playing with the teenager anyway.
He tried.
Should be
He
playing with the
tried.
teenager anyway.
He tried.
Yeah.
But
He tried, but I love
so
it.
do you think he got his stuff together?
Only time will tell. I ain't trying to bash that young man.
Are we
I
looking
already
at
been in the
another
hospital.
Draymond? Are we
I
looking
guess
at
he
another
like he wrote
Draymond
different.
Green situation here?
Yeah. I think he might not. But he young, not necessarily be set in his ways. But I don't want to say it. Maybe another punishment maybe need to happen. After the next incident. I think it's going to take the next incident and then that, like the half the season, close to half the season suspension or something tangible to that amount for Bruno to really get it, or maybe losing the Nike sponsorship because that wasn't the healthiest. I mean, that wasn't Nike was the heaviest thing to lose. Obviously, he lost other things that
Yeah,
the
he lost
definitely
the
money, but
He
not
lost that
Nike.
Powerade bag. That's for sure.
Yeah, so
That's a
I
big
just
bag to
believe
lose
that.
too. That was a big bag
Unless
to lose
I mean,
too.
and we got once we see him in the scene, obviously he's off the map. Like nobody knows what's going on with him. Once he's back around the spotlight, and we'll see if he reverts back to old ways. Or if we actually see. I mean, the best apology is change behavior. That's how you show me that you genuinely sorry and you truly
Definitely.
understand, and you won't do it again. The change behavior.
Definitely.
All right, let me get you out of here on this. What you It just broke news before we got over here. Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder agreed, technically to a deal because they both got fights, coming up.
So they finally agreed to it?
Yeah, March 9th, 2014. I mean,
That's
2024.
my birthday too,
March
man.
9th,
That's crazy.
2024. And Saudi Arabia. Yeah, and Saudi Arabia. Yeah,
You
they
know
going
what
for
I
it back.
mean?
I got Deontay Wilder knocking him out. I never knew he was. I never thought he was like that. Even though I was a Deontay Wilder guy, I thought he was going to be Tyson Fury. That's neither here nor there. Anthony Joshua, you are not Tyson Fury, meaning you're not actually bigger than Deontay Wilder. Like Tyson Fury was the taller man, the bigger man.
Absolutely.
So all that length didn't, and the knockout power. Fury, you don't have the extra. Fury went to one of those fights like close to 300 pounds. Things like that. Anthony Joshua as a cut fit, 220? What was he about? 6'5"? 6'5". He's still shorter than Wilder. Wilder's about 6'10", 6'15", long range power puncher. Wilder, man, he been going away from the scene for a while. Wilder, I don't want no 12 rounds. Get him up out of there. Get him up out of there, Wilder.
I agree, because you got to think too, bro. Like Wilder's not losing to no Anthony Ruiz, I think the dude's name was.
No.
What was the guy's name?
Anthony Ruiz.
Anthony Ruiz.
Yeah.
He ain't losing to no Anthony Ruiz, bro. And I'm not sleeping on Ruiz. Ruiz is a good boxer, but he not losing to him. So I don't see this going well for Joshua. Like, and I haven't really seen him improve too much after that. Like, he's won.
He lost after that.
He's gotten better to an extent, but
he's fighting some bums. He's fighting bums after the other loss that he started. Who are these guys?
He's doing a lot of overseas boxing.
Who are these guys?
He's not really fighting any state boxers too much neither. So it's like it's kind of hard to demograph.
He done caught a loophole, started fighting all these. I don't know these people that distilled these 3 belts at the time. Then they try to have the whole.
It sounds like he's just trying to catch some dubs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then wait a minute. This was during the period of the time where the boxing world wasn't. All due respect, the boxing world wasn't giving a damn about the heavyweight division. Floyd Mayweather had the boxing world on the chokehold. He had the whole boxing world on chokehold. It wasn't Floyd Mayweather and all the welterweight division at that time. Everything else was non and void. So this is during that time period, and coming out that time period. So we just wait a minute. All the titles is over there in Europe. Wait. What is going on? Like wait. No. He need to come fight one of our boxers over here. What's going on? Oh, he picking and choosing, trying to keep all the belts. Nah, man, somebody go get him. Somebody, he ducking and dodging all the big names. Okay. Other guys ain't big names. They still feel the same way. Man, this foreigner over here trying to take all the titles and ain't trying to get nobody chance. Don't come snatch these titles up off of him. And now these things all back divided up over here accordingly.
Yep, absolutely.
So
Water got that, man.
Now, wanted to get you out of here. Talk about your podcast, what you got going on. Sorry, we get the connection with that up and running. We could definitely work something out, whether this weekend or next week. Do a show together with your with your under your show tag.
Man.
So go ahead, fill the audience in on what you got going on.
Absolutely, man. Stone with Slim coming this Friday. Actually, you know what I mean. We finally got the kinks worked out and everything like that. That's why, like I said, I was trying to do it with the other profile, but it's still kinks.
I know. It was crazy.
I'm trying to get like you. I'm trying to get like you and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get organized with this.
Yeah. Man, it's all good. It's all coming together. That's why I said, like, soon. Whenever we can work something out ASAP. We can do this.
Oh,
I'm here.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely. I'm kicking off Friday. So, depending on what Friday's looking like, I don't know what your Friday looking like, but I know for a fact, I definitely want you on next week. So
Okay.
Whatever day that is next week, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's going to definitely have to be later in the night because I got something. You know what I mean? Because I believe that's the 22nd. And I think I could get the hair done. You know what I mean? Got my son's birthday coming up. We got to go get the hair done.
Yeah, that's
do all that stuff.
Right.
His birthday's that Sunday, so we got to make sure it's extra fresh that Friday. So we got to get all that stuff out the way.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But I'll reach out to you. We can make that happen because, like I said, it's all my son's birthday weekend. So that's. I'm gonna be in the crib after that.
We in this next week, baby.
Yeah. Say no more. So Stone with Slim debuting this Friday. All the platforms, YouTube, audio, social media, all that.
Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. Okay. And I even got a little spinoff show I'm doing also. It's called Let's Argue, which is basically it's basically just gonna be something where we're doing something just like this, where we're talking about topics where I'm actually debating with the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some everyday topics. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, too many times where people in the comments would want to comment about something. You know what I'm saying? And they have valid points, and they got just outlandish points.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to go back and forth with that, yeah.
So exactly. So so finally, I'm gonna start a show where we can finally just go back and forth and just go all opinions. Because people just like to go off opinions nowadays. They rarely want to just stick to the facts. So if we can go opinions all day on it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Now I like that. Yeah, so you definitely gonna be real busy over there, man. You know what I mean? You definitely working, staying out pod, and you doing, you know what I mean?
Bro. Absolutely,
yeah, you definitely got to put that work. You're doing 2 shows, so that's double the work. All that stuff. You gotta give everything its full proper attention now.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I'm just trying to get like you, and everyone like y'all. Like I'm just
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Get focused, and really just, kind of. This is my new lane, so I really just want, a year or 2 from now.
Yeah.
Really grow and just get into, maybe doing something even bigger and professional.
Mm-hmm. Staying consistent and persistent. That's all I can tell you. That's where it's at. Stay consistent and persistent. That's it.
Talk that talk.
Yo, man, I appreciate you doing this, man, and thank you again, man. Yo, we definitely gonna, work the kinks out. We're gonna get this thing rolling. You stay tuned with you don't know, maybe it'll be this weekend, next week. He pulling back up on the Fresh Bar Sports Show, and obviously check that episode out with me being the guest on Stone with Slim next Friday.
Thank you for having me, bro. Yeah. Thank you for having me. And I know you see the cap. You know what I'm saying? I had to throw the Lakers cap on.
Y'all already know some there in my heart. I had to throw. You know me. It's Kobe. It's understood. You know what I mean? I'm always going to explain, but you know what it is. It's always Kobe. I just had to represent Juju, balling with Juju. She doing her thing. That's the GOAT, the female GOAT already. Y'all know who she is. Don't act like you don't know. Y'all pay attention. Take y'all notes out.
My jersey on the way.
Okay. Yo, and I appreciate this, man. We're going to let this cook, let it marinate, let it bubble up. I got to get to this Lakers Spurs game, man. I'm going to holler at you.
Facts.
All right, bro.
Have a good night, bro.
You too.
Good night, everyone.